Hello and welcome to the Community Voice. I'm Fara Sax. October 19th is International Credit Union Day, and joining me is Mike DiBenedetto. He is the president and CEO of South Florida Educational Federal Credit Union, otherwise known as EdFed. He has been at the helm since 2013. And EdFed, we're going to learn all about EdFed today, but it is dedicated to supporting the financial success of educators, students, and families throughout the educational community and system. Thank you so much for joining me, Mike.
Well, it's great to be with you, Farah. Thank you so much.
And I just love Mike's accent, and I know he's from New York City, so you'll hear more about him. But you grew up where?
I grew up in Birmingham, Alabama.
I told you, New York, right?
And so as I was telling Farah, my father is from New York, and he's passed now, but he had a very strong New York accent. But I did not pick any of that up. I'm strictly Alabama with the accent, but I've lived in South Florida now for a number of years.
And you were educated outside of Miami?
I went to Auburn University for my undergraduate, and then I went to the University of Alabama in Birmingham for my MBA.
Oh, nice, nice. So this is a completely different market for you, but you've been in this industry for quite a long time.
I have. I've been in the credit union world really almost since I got out of college, and it's just been a wonderful experience for me. Credit unions are just a wonderful industry, which I'll go into in more detail in a little while. And but when I moved to South Florida, I really immersed myself into the culture here, and I got married here, and my wife is from Venezuela. And unfortunately, I still don't speak Spanish, but I will learn one day. We'll see.
It's so interesting. What is the biggest difference that you found in the culture of Miami versus where you were in Alabama?
People are people everywhere, and I would say there's just a high energy level here because it's such a multicultural environment. It just brings so many wonderful attributes to South Florida. The climate here is just phenomenal. But I would say one big difference between South Florida and Birmingham is the traffic. Traffic's a little heavier here. But hey, that's why everybody wants to be here, so there's more traffic too, right?
Absolutely, and you're very kind to say those nice words. And the way you say it, I just like, you probably could tell me to, not so many choice words if you weren't happy, but you just say it so lovely, so I appreciate that etiquette.
Well, thank you.
Tell me what a credit union is and how EdFed is in that industry and what they do.
Sure. So credit unions are very similar to banks, but there are some differences. Credit unions are not-for-profit cooperatives, and the law was changed in the 30s during the Depression to create credit unions. And as a not-for-profit cooperative, they do have a federal charter. Most people that go into a credit union, they're very large credit unions. We're a larger credit union. They're very small credit unions as well. But most credit unions were started under kind of a theme of a common bond of membership. And EdFed started in 1935 when a group of Dade County teachers got together. Before it was Miami-Dade County Public Schools, and I envisioned this group of teachers getting together in 1935, and they each put a few dollars into a tin can, and they applied for a federal charter and started the credit union, and the credit union has grown and prospered, and today we're almost at 100,000 members. But I would say most people going into a larger credit union like ours probably wouldn't know a great difference between a bank and a credit union, except for the fact that they're going to get better loan rates, better deposit rates in the credit union. They're going to probably get a little better level of service at the credit union.
So what is that difference of a bank versus a credit union?
Yeah, so the primary difference is in the structure of the credit union. So banks have stockholders and investors that put the capital in, and those investors and stockholders want to maximize their stock price. So they're very interested in getting management of those banks to maximize the profit of the financial institution. Because the credit union is a not-for-profit cooperative, we don't have stockholders. Once you join the credit union by putting a $5 deposit into the credit union, you immediately become a member of the credit union. And all of the members, all of our 100,000 members own EdFed. And our board of directors are unpaid volunteers. Most of them either work for or are retired from the Miami-Dade County Public School System, and they're unpaid volunteers. Whereas at the bank, you're going to have people that own a lot of stock, and they're going to be paid directors.
So tell me a little bit how you service the Miami-Dade County Public Schools and how that ties into the work that you're doing.
Yeah, we're very closely aligned with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. We support a number of the initiatives that they have from the administration side by doing sponsorships and things like that. We also provide a number of scholarship opportunities, and we can go into that in a little while in more detail. And we do a lot of financial literacy training, both to the students and to our members throughout the school system.
And tell me a little bit about the scholarship. We're gonna jump to a video in a couple of seconds, but just set me up. What is the importance of this scholarship?
Yeah, because
and this is affiliated with the Miami-Dade College Dream Scholarship.
So we have a number of scholarships, and every year EdFed we give out about $300,000 in scholarships. Our largest scholarship is the Hubert Sibley Scholarship. And Mr. Sibley was the CEO of the credit union many, many years ago, and he did great work to build up the credit union. And he actually started this scholarship program. But the way the scholarship program works is we give out 15 Florida prepaid 2-2 scholarships every year. And this scholarship program is a little bit unique. Each prepaid program is worth about $15,000. Wow. The prepaid program pays the community college rate for 2 years and then the university rate for 2 years. But the thing that I really like and that makes it unique about this particular scholarship program is that there's no GPA requirement and there's no essay requirement. What happens each year in February, we open up the application process to all of our members, and basically if you're a senior in high school, you can apply for the scholarship. It's a very simple application, and then it's a random drawing. So each year we have about 400 students apply, and we pick 15. The board of directors picks 15 in April, and then in May we have a great ceremony for that, and it's very heartwarming because a number of the students that win that would not be able to go to college without that scholarship. But that's just one of the scholarships that we do every year. We have many others. The College Dream Scholarship that you mentioned, we have a close affiliation with Miami-Dade College. This is a newer scholarship, and every month we're going to be giving out a $1,500 scholarship to a student at Miami-Dade College. And that application process is every month or throughout the year, and they can win more than one time a year. We have a graduate scholarship program where we give out 10 $1,000 scholarships, and we have another $2,500 scholarship that we give out every quarter for the technical schools within Miami-Dade County Public Schools.
So again, these applicants have to be in Miami-Dade base.
They have to be members of the credit union. And for the most part, they just have to be members. But if you're, for example, if you're applying for the technical schools, you have to be in a technical school within Miami-Dade County Public Schools. If you're applying for the Dream Scholarship, you have to be a student at Miami-Dade College.
The feedback that you must have gotten, and we're going to jump to video right now. I want to hear about, and our audience I know wants to hear about the scholarship and maybe how it applies to them. So if we can roll video.
At first, I received an email to apply to a scholarship. So I was already a member of the credit union. So I was like, why not just apply and see if I can get it?
This seems like something that's like a lottery. Like you can just, maybe I can get in. And I decided to fill it out and apply, and I turned it in.
I knew about EdFed because I have an account with them because I did a internship with them over the summer. Winning a scholarship means to me some money for a college that I didn't know I was going to be going to. Scholarships have been kind of hard to get, and when I got this, it was a big, reliever that I have some money to put down towards college. I believe the scholarship is important to helping students achieve their dreams because it gives them a sense of hope that they can achieve them, because college is not cheap.
I can do what I wanted to do, which is finance, and focus on it more and learn more about how to be a financial manager and possibly maybe become a CEO.
Well, I want to go into the medical field because I like to help give back and help support other people. This scholarship will help me.
Once I get set up to where I want to be in life, I want to create engineering programs in small communities that don't have the resources to, so that way I can expose kids to engineering how my grandpa exposed me to engineering.
If you have doubts on whether you should apply or not, it never hurts to just try. I mean, you never know. Like, I doubted whether I would actually get it, and here I am. I'm a recipient of the scholarship. I just want to thank you guys for everything that you have done, being a great credit union for not only myself, but for other students.
Thanks, EdFed.
Thank you, EdFed, for hosting the scholarship. It means a lot to me and to everybody else that won.
I love that. The smiles on their faces, and you're making dreams come true. How long has that scholarship been in?
I believe it started back in the 80s. We've been providing these scholarships for 25 years, and over that 25-year period, we've given out about $5 million in scholarships. So, I feel especially blessed to work in an organization where we can have such a positive impact on so many people.
Absolutely, and these kids are living boldly, as your tag says, so it's wonderful. And then we move forward, and then we'll talk about the Cupid program. Tell me a little bit about that and how that Miami-Dade Public Schools applies.
Sure. So we do a lot of financial literacy within the schools, and the Cupid program, Cupid stands for Credit Union Professional and Educational Development. What we do is we partner with the Academy of Finance within the Miami-Dade County Public School System. We work with 12 high schools, and there are students that have these academy courses within the Academy of Finance. And with our partnership, what we do is we take a group of those students from every one of the 12 high schools, and we put them through a structured program where they learn how to market and operate a credit union. This year, we've expanded the program, and we've started what we call a mobile branch. You may see that mobile branch. It's a big trailer. It's very brightly colored with our logo colors, and you may see it driving around Miami-Dade County going from school to school. And it's not a food truck, but it's a mobile branch. And
But it could buy food for you.
it could, and students will learn how to do transactions on the mobile branch. But in the coursework, we teach them things such as compliance within financial institutions, how to protect oneself against cyber threats within financial institutions, marketing, all of the, we touch on all the fundamentals of running a business such as a credit union. And it's just a great experience for those students, and they ultimately get a certification at the end. And it's something that they can, share as they're in their future role trying to get jobs and build their career as well.
And it's really interesting, even if they don't go into finance, their literacy, it's such an important component for young people that's really not taught. So you're bringing such an education and wealth to the community, and bless you for your work for helping our young people really open their minds to other things that they probably would never have thought about. And we as children, when we were children, didn't really think about how to be really financially feasible and viable and moving it forward for our own well-being and our financial happiness and wealth.
Yes, and that is our goal, is to the financial world. If you can handle that well, you can probably handle life well. And so any of the building blocks we can provide the students or their families, that's what we really want to do.
And so that must really, really make an impact. Do they bring it home to their families and say, hey, mom, dad, sis, this is what you need to be doing? Yeah,
I'm out in the community all the time, and I'll meet someone that says, oh, I've worked at your credit union and I got my parents to join, and we have so many wonderful products and services, and they're thanking me. And when I'm out in the community and I tell people, I'm Mike DiBenedetto, I'm president and CEO of EdFed, the majority of the time I get a very positive response. And so it's just very warming to know that we have such a positive impact on so many people.
Before we jump to the video, tell me a little bit, what has been like the biggest aha moment for you in your journey so far in the Miami EdFed family?
Our credit union has just been on a constant trajectory of growth and expansion.
You have 7 branches now.
We have 7 branches.
100,000 members.
Yes, we're almost at 100,000. We're going to hit 100,000 any day now. So
and
we're,
12 schools, high schools.
Well, 12 high schools that we work very closely with, but we work, throughout the entire school system with the administration. We are opening our first branch in Miramar in Broward County. That will be open in February. We're very, very excited about that. It's going to be on the corner of Red Road and Miramar Parkway, a great location. But we have a lot of our members that live in South Broward, and it'll give us the opportunity to continue to expand and grow. We also have a very close relationship with Miami-Dade College, and we're going to be opening our first branch on the North Campus of Miami-Dade College in about 4 months. So, for me, the aha moment or situations like this with the scholarship, or when people tell me, hey, you helped me buy my first car, or, you helped me improve my credit score. All these things are, when I'm out there with the members, every day is an aha moment.
It's wonderful to hear, because young people, you don't realize how you're impacting them until they give you that feedback.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're boots on the ground and enjoying that and seeing that feedback immediately, what greater gift.
Yes, as I said, I feel super blessed, and I have to thank all of my employees at the credit union and thank my board of directors who, again, our board of directors are volunteers. They truly have an interest in the well-being of the membership and the staff, and they're very supportive. And so they've supported me over the years to expand and grow the membership and help improve our products and services to the members.
That's wonderful. And I want to jump to video to see the Cupid program for Miami-Dade County Public Schools.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's exciting because I feel that we're teaching the students what they're going to actually see when they finish school.
I think it's an absolutely amazing opportunity for students to learn about financial literacy and what goes on with banking.
Many of our employers are asking for soft skills training, which they get in this program. Being face-to-face with the public, which is very much needed right now. Working alongside with EdFed, in addition to the fact that this is the way we bank.
Just having this opportunity to talk to each and every one of you about the credit union mission and what that is.
I did a program last year. We get to learn about it again, and we get to learn about it for the credit union, so it's different.
All of the skills that they learn are really life skills, not just necessarily job skills, but life skills.
Let's give yourselves a round of applause. We're excited.
It's very important, and unfortunately, so many Americans kind of work paycheck to paycheck, and they don't have the skill set to teach their children. So, we like to be a part of that process to embolden those children to have confidence in their financial futures.
Absolutely, it's wonderful. And then you mentioned about financial education, and tell us a little bit more about the financial education initiative that you have put out.
So we have a staff of people that go out throughout the Miami-Dade County Public School System. They specifically work with, the employees of Miami-Dade County Schools, because when people think of the Miami-Dade County Public Schools, probably the first thing they think of teachers, but you have bus drivers, you have nutritionists, you have security. So you have the whole gamut of employees, and we work with those employees to provide financial education and to deliver them quality products and services at very low cost that can help them. The other things we do, and as you saw with Cupid and other things, we do these financial reality fairs where we'll do an all-day workshop with students and it's kind of a pretend thing where we give them a job, and everybody has a different job. Some people are plumbers, some people are lawyers, some people are doctors, and they get a certain salary, and then they get life events thrown at them where they have to, they go in for an oil change, and they get a card and it says, uh-oh, you need a new set of brakes, and that's an extra $500. So it teaches them how to budget and live within their means. We do a number of those things, and then we also work within the community itself. We partner with the Children's Trust, and we also have a very close relationship with the PTA, and we do a lot of financial literacy through those avenues.
And then you have a leadership convention.
We do. We have developed a very close relationship with the Florida State PTA, and we're building on that partnership. And one of the ways to join our credit union, if you're not a student or if you're not already an employee of the school system, is to join the PTA, which we facilitate, and it's a $5 donation basically, and you can then join our credit union and enjoy all the benefits of credit union membership.
And you have 7 branches, so just give me a couple of locations where our folks can reach out and how they reach out to you.
Absolutely. Well, you can go to our website at edfed.org and look at all the locations, look at the phone number. We have our main offices in Kendall, between Sunset and Kendall Drive on 117th, right off the Turnpike, 117th Avenue. We have one in Palmetto Bay. We have one in Homestead. We have one in Miami Gardens. We have one at Miami Lakes. And I'm probably forgetting one. But anyway, we have a number of branches. They're spread out throughout Dade County.
And folks can go on your website to get more information at edfed.org.
edfed.org. And in the next 4 months or so, we'll have 2 more locations, one in Miramar and one at the North Campus of Miami-Dade College.
What a great growth. Let's jump to video to the PTA Leadership Convention that we just were talking about.
Okay.
EdFed is a platinum partner of Florida PTA's 2023 Leadership Convention. EdFed has been a sponsor of Florida PTA for a little over 3.5 years. Our partnership has been one that we really want to be more involved in the lives of PTA families, parents, and children throughout the state of Florida. EdFed has proudly, for the last 3.5 years, conducted a financial reality fair here at the Leadership Convention.
Children don't realize the impact it has on them, and they won't realize it for years, because then they'll say, I remember that workshop where I learned about how I need to manage my money, even if it's just my allowance.
And we walk them through everything from purchasing a home, purchasing a vehicle, budgeting. We do all of that because we know that it's important for them to have that strong foundation.
I felt like it was eye-opening in so many ways. Not only did I learn, but it also caused me to stop and think, I've got to bring something like this back to our community.
The things that were able to impact our communities the most were provided from EdFed. We have other people that help us, but the community impact really touched families individually.
In the last couple of years, there have been things that, if it weren't for the contributions of EdFed, we would not accomplish. And I've witnessed how we're able to enrich lives across the state through town hall meetings, community engagement efforts, that if it weren't for what EdFed's done for us, we wouldn't have accomplished it.
EdFed has not missed an opportunity to be engaged with the community, with our members, and with our other partners to make sure that everything that we do is a success.
Please help and support EdFed so they can continue supporting and advocating for all children in Florida. But we have to support them by joining EdFed.
Just pick up the phone. Go to the website, figure out what will work for you.
If there's a PTA local unit or a county council that is throughout the state, we encourage you to reach out to EdFed, FLPTA at edfed.org. We will connect, we will work with you, we will do our best to partner with you so that we can make a difference and more of an impact in your communities.
What are some of the financial benefits for these parents that are working with EdFed?
Yeah, that is really the core question. What are the benefits of being a member of a credit union? What are the benefits of being a member of EdFed?
Because it's always, you always go where you know. So,
Exactly.
so if we can give more information and the benefits and how the community can really get involved and tell us how.
Sure. So, at the core of what we do, we're a financial institution. And as I said, we deliver services very similar to a bank. But I would say at EdFed, our loan rates are probably lower than what you'll find in any other financial institution. For example, we have what we call a swap and drop auto program. And most people have an automobile loan. If you have an automobile loan financed anywhere other than EdFed, we will take your auto loan, we'll refinance it, we'll drop it at least 1% and sometimes more, and we'll give you $100. So that's free money in a person's pocket. And we primarily serve people of modest means, and for them, getting $50 a month lower on their auto payment and getting an extra $100, that can mean a big difference in their lives. Our credit card program, very, very low interest rates. So if you carry a balance on a credit card, our credit cards today are probably, for a good credit, probably 11%. And by law, credit unions cannot charge more than 18%, whereas the banks can go up to 29%. And of course, we offer reward points on both credit and debit card usage, and you can get gift cards, you can get travel awards, airline tickets, and all those things. Our mortgage rates are probably lower than you'll find anywhere else. And with our mortgages, when you close on a mortgage, whether you buy a home or you refinance, the credit union gives you back up to $1,000 at closing. If you have a home equity, up to $750 at closing. One thing I'd like to point out is a great benefit. I heard a statistic before COVID, before the pandemic, that said 40% of Americans do not have $500 saved in an emergency fund. And I know over 1 million people every year go into bankruptcy for various reasons. The point is that a large portion of our society has very low credit scores, poor credit. We have programs in place and products in place at EdFed that can help people build credit, help people improve their credit score, and we work with those people every day. So if you're someone of modest means, or even if you're someone of means, we have good deposit rates. We have a 9-month CD right now paying 4.3%. So, whether you're borrowing, whether you're saving, we encourage you to save, we encourage you to be responsible, and we have programs to help you budget, help you learn about finance, and be a better steward of your own finances.
Well, I'm glad I asked the question.
Oh, and I forgot the most important thing. We have a perks program, and my staff laugh at me all the time because we sell movie tickets at the credit union. We have partnered with AMC and Regal Theaters for all the theaters in South Florida. Movie tickets are $9. So if you want to go to the movies with your family, you're not going to find a better deal. Come to the credit union, buy your movie tickets. But we've partnered with a number of businesses throughout South Florida, and if you show your debit or credit card, you get a discount. Just go to our perks program on our website.
Wonderful. And tell me about the Future Bound Miami.
So Future Bound Miami is just a wonderful, wonderful program. They've done studies to show that parents who save for their children's education more likely will go to college. So along that premise, what Future Bound Miami, in partnership with many other organizations and the Miami-Dade County Public School System and EdFed, Future Bound Miami puts $25 into an account for every kindergarten student in the Miami-Dade County Public School System. And that is to kickstart the savings program for those students over the next 18 years. Hopefully, their parents will continue to save. EdFed is the repository financial institution for those funds, and we provide financial literacy training available to the parents if they choose to take it. And we encourage them to take it. We do it through Zoom and other means. And hopefully those students in kindergarten in 18 years, they'll be off to college with a good nest egg.
Wow. And what is the impact of EdFed on the community that you found in your time in Miami with them?
Yeah, so, I'm constantly going out into the community, and I'll run into people who may not work for the school system, but maybe their mother was a teacher, or maybe they had another relative who worked in the school system. And I run into so many people that say, oh, I'm a member, or I have a family member who's a member. And I always get a very, very positive response. And, just based on the things that we've covered here today with our financial literacy programs, with our scholarship programs, I haven't begun to touch on all the sponsorships that we do throughout the community.
You're welcome to come back again, and we can talk
Okay,
about
great.
that and how you affect the community.
Well, and I'll just touch on a few. We sponsored the 5,000 Role Models, which is a big program to help at-risk youth here in Miami-Dade County. We sponsor IMMDC Day at Miami-Dade College. We sponsor a number of events, the Superintendent's 5K Run to support education. And so, the list just goes on and on of the things that we do to support. And it's again, credit unions have a philosophy of people helping people, and that's what we're all about.
And I'm so glad you are a partner with us at Community Newspapers. Thank you so much for that.
We are too.
So between us girls, what's the future hold? What do you see as the next vision for EdFed?
So the future is very bright for EdFed. As I said, we're passing our 100,000th member. Credit unions are so relevant to people. They provide such a value proposition to people. Over 100 million Americans are members of credit unions. And of course, we have a country of over 300 million people. So there are a lot of people who don't know about or aren't familiar with credit unions. And part of my job is to kind of get the word out and continue to help our members. I would say in the future, obviously, things are going more digital. Our members want digital services. We put a lot of money into that infrastructure. And we want to also, the one unique thing that we have over other financial institutions is our members really trust EdFed. They've had a long history with us. We want to, continue to build on that trust. So we help members avoid cyber threats and all these scams and those sorts of things. So, a great future, expansion, doing more for our membership. That's what it's all about.
And I invite you to come back again, because I want to hear more of what you've done, what you're doing and within the community. And these programs are just so important to get the community involved and for financial literacy. I think that's everything. And you have a wonderful staff and a wonderful product. And if people want more information, they can go on your website at edfed.org.
That's right, edfed.org, and you get all the information, and there's probably a branch very close to you, and we will be happy to help you out.
Thank you so much, Mike.
And thank you for having me today. It was great to be with you.
And thank you, and I love his accent. And I want to thank you for joining me and on the Community Voice. I'm Fara Sax. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.